It is February 20th, 2020. We're here at 1230 Caminito, Septimo in Cardiff, California, 92007. Right outside the front door here, we have a 4-inch ABS plastic sewer clean out. We just have one clean out. We don't see a secondary one, so this one's only going to sweep away from the unit. So we go down into the line right here. A little bit of caked up debris just down the pipe right there. Looks like some mud or dirt. It may have fallen into the line at some point in time. The lid was closed when we got here, and we don't see a lot of wear indicator marks on the pipe. It's also possible that the lines had to have been hydrojetted in the past, and that can throw or push some of that back into the system, possibly from other parts of the branch. So here you can see it immediately drops into clay pipe. So we're going to go down to this clay pipe here. Let's see, this joint looks okay. Now this is a condo building, so you can see right here we have a T-junction already. And then we have some water in the line. So there you go, somebody just flushed the toilet. Now we don't know if that's from this unit. It's probably from a neighboring unit possibly, because as we back up here, this is how we entered the system right here. And this here to the bottom of the screen is from this unit. So it appears that this clean out is just this very short run, and then you can see right here we're now into a junction where we have a clean out for the neighboring unit, which is their clean out is approximately only 10 feet away from this one. So I'll actually put another camera down there to confirm. And then as you can see right here, we go into black ABS pipe. So somebody either transitioned it or did a repair, because then you can see right here we go back into what appears to be clay pipe again. So again, we have water running through the system. A little bit of debris on our camera. There we go. Came back out, back into some ABS plastic again. Again, this is water running, but it's not from our unit. So we're going to go ahead and just keep pushing out a little bit more, just to see if there's any issues. Back into clay pipe right there at that transition. A little bit of buildup of water right here. Not going to see too much while all this water is running. Again, we've got a large condo complex here, so we could have multiple units using water right now. But as you can see, the orange-red pipe is clay pipe. So typically the only thing we really worry about with clay pipe is usually tree roots growing into the system, because the clay pipe, as you can see, has junctions about every 4 feet, and sometimes the rubber boot and how they attach are slightly offset, and they're easy for things to get through because they're not glued or clamped. Okay, here's another clean out right here. And again, we believe this is we're in a common part of the system right now, so we're just going to keep pushing out though, just to confirm we don't see anything majorly wrong with the system that this purchaser or the HOA obviously has to maintain or take care of, which adds to the cost of HOA fees or the owners themselves. So we're almost at 100 feet already from this line. Again, we passed that one clean out, so we know we've gone quite a long distance to where this homeowner would be responsible. Okay, and then here you can see right here, we're dumping into the very large line that would be in the street. or another easement for the end of this individual lateral line, which again is not servicing just 1230, but it's servicing multiple units. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pause the video for a second, and the other clean out that we see about 10 feet away, which again we believe of course is from the neighboring condo that's adjoined to this 1230 unit, is junctioning in, so we're going to confirm that. Okay, so we now have our second camera. So right here you're kind of looking across at the neighboring unit as a common wall. This is the 1236 unit. And as we just pan back over, you'll see here's our other camera going down the clean out here at the actual 1230 unit. So here's this other clean out, which again is really for this unit, but we want to go ahead and confirm we don't see anything right here in this part of the system. A bunch of cobwebs and stuff, so it doesn't look like this line's had to have been cleaned out anytime soon. It's still kind of blocking our view right there with that cobweb debris. We'll see if this cleans up. Okay, well, we don't need to go too much further. There you go. So there's our other orange push rod from our other camera. So you can certainly see that we're in the other part of the system. Wash off our lens with that water. So there's our other push rod. As we come back here up the system, there's the T-branch, again, that we noted where we saw water running. So certainly the 1236 unit is sharing this pipe, and so it is a common line. And so essentially the individual line for this house is very short before it tees into this pipe right here. So we're going to go ahead and switch back to the other camera and pull that back just to make sure with all the running water that is now stopped that we didn't miss anything. Okay, so we're now back to the first camera. We pushed out close to about 109 feet. Our distance counter has gone to 0 because we switched cameras back and forth, but we're now going to go ahead and pull back in reverse. Again, we may get some water coming by if the neighbor turns on again, but we're going to look at this one more time in reverse. Okay, we do have some water running now. Again, there also may be another T-junction from the units across, which are 1218 and 1216. They also might be tying into this part of the system. So there could actually be at least 4 units on this line, possibly not just 2. We'll double check and see if we see any other T-junctions as we back up. Again, there's that clean out there, but it's not a T-junction for lines to dump in. Right here, does not look like roots intruding. That's just the fold of the rubber boot seal where the 2 clay pipes are pushed into the hub. Usually doesn't look like that, but it folded out for some reason. Again, slight miniature little offset right there, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Our camera was sticking up on a couple of those, especially with the running water, we'd lose our image. So right here you can see another little miniature offset. The way the angle of the pipe was put together, sometimes due to settling, or if they needed to achieve a certain angle, they'll sometimes kind of stress the pipe where the two come together, and that's what can also create that. So again, you're seeing that little bit of that black rubber boot protruding from the angle that they took. But not a big deal. No roots growing in, no concern. Again, same thing here, that one little miniature offset that the camera ran by going forward, but not a problem at all. Another one there, miniature, no big deal. Okay, right here we see we're going into this little, what we call a sag or a belly. It's a low spot in the line. And this can be from an area where a pipe was repaired, or 2, just the angle that the pipe landed up being at, where they got it a little bit more to level than the little bit of 2.5 degree downslope that they're supposed to have, which is 1/4 inch per foot. So no roots in there, no debris, just one little spot in the line that just got a little settled area. Not a concern really, because it's all smooth clay pipe. If it's rough cast iron, then you're worried because that slows things down, the rough edges, and it eventually will corrode the pipe out, of course, because it's just a steel pipe. But this is clay pipe that just can't corrode with water and moisture over time. so not a concern. Okay, here's this little junction of ABS that was put in for a possible repair, or somebody was doing some digging or any other work at some time. They might have even struck the pipe. Hard to say, but we do have that little bit of ABS pipe that was installed there. Then same thing here, another little junction of the pipe that was replaced at some point in time. And then here we go, here's our T-junction. So again, right here, just within 15 feet approximately or so is where the 1236 and 1230 units that are side by side come together already and share one pipe. So we're coming back through this individual line. Again, right there, that's where everything from the house dumps into this one. So we're going to come back up here and out the unit. Go. So we're going to go now and see if there happens to be another clean out from maybe the kitchen or another exterior wall. If that's one of the bathrooms on, see there's another clean out so we can push through to this point. But it does appear that all the pipes inside the house, underground, and the walls are all plastic ABS, which is what you want to see. Not going to have as many issues, of course, nearly as if it was old cast iron. So we're going to pause the video. Okay, so we moved a small camera over here into the powder bathroom. You can see here underneath the sink, it's all plastic, newer ABS pipe. We see that under the kitchen, so it's pretty much confirmed that the whole system is plastic ABS, which is what you want to see. We have two upstairs bathrooms that are back to back. They're directly in line as they come down the wall to then exit straight out of the property right into that clean out that we did by the front door. So this powder bathroom here in the garage, we didn't see any other clean out access. It's possible sometimes we can use this special camera and actually go through the toilet. So we thought we'd just give it an attempt while we're here since we didn't see any other clean outs. And we've got a two-story roof line here. So we'll just see if we can get this through the bowl and into part of the line to look at any of it. Again, we don't expect to see any problems whatsoever with newer ABS plastic, especially on a newer building, but we'll just see if we can get this through. We're going to flush the toilet here, see if that can help move the camera down the bowl. Okay, so we can see we got into the line. It is all black ABS plastic. So this line is going to go across for a little bit, and then you can see it's making a turn right here because this is in the back corner of the house. Eventually goes over, picks up the vent right here, and then it's going to make a downward turn here after this T-junction, and then continue across. It would eventually have a T-junction that picks up the laundry that's right next to here, and then run across. The kitchen would tie in, and then it would tie into the main, where the other two bathrooms from upstairs come down, and then tie into the clean out front. So, don't know how far we'll get through all of this, but we'll flush the toilet one more time here. Yeah, so kind of look a little bit down through this last turn right here, but we've made a lot of twists and turns going through the toilet bowl. But again, it is all new ABS plastic. Everything is flowing clean, so we don't suspect any issues with the system. For the few feet we can't get from here out to the clean out front. So other than localized stoppage of an individual sink or tub backing up, just from the little 2-inch pipe, the debris that's going to accumulate over time, there's no real issues with the main sewer or the piping in general. So everything is in good condition at the house because it's newer ABS plastic. So that concludes this recording.